through Bashford Lakes now, which is a series of reservoirs. You might be able to see it on the old Google Maps there. All the rain we've had recently has meant this area is very heavily flooded. Looks like there's a fair bit of traffic ahead. I do wonder if the A338's got some sort of problem on it. This is going to take us a long time to get out of here, I think. Let's go for it. Too bad. And normally this road is really busy. It's the main sort of trunk road between the A31, which goes across the south coast and up to Salisbury, and as such you're always getting heavies on here, and the only way you ever really get a clear run is either by luck or very early in the morning. And it does get very frustrating, and they've got average speed cameras down here now. There's rumours about noise cameras coming as well, because it is such a fantastic road when you do get a clear run, and realistically that never really happens anyway anymore. You never really get a clear run down here. This is part of the reason why I think big adventure bikes are growing in popularity. Is it's just the sheer frustration of riding on modern roads. They are so terribly slow, and you cannot really enjoy a sports bike. Even though I've got my Fireblade, and it's very rare that you really get to enjoy those bikes as they're designed for. And I think there's a change of attitude in road users as well. It's now a very obstructive way of driving, and there's definitely a culture of people that want to be as disruptive as possible, and sadly they are winning, because on a road like this where you've got lots of double whites now, or solid whites, or a combination of both, you shouldn't overtake. I'm not going to say you can't, but you shouldn't overtake. And certainly down south there's a real culture developing of endangering other road users. So when you try to overtake some people on a bike, they will pull out in front of you, or while you're alongside them they will also move out to force you across and effectively close your options down. And also there is those very small minority that will match you. So when you get alongside them, they will accelerate as hard as possible and match you and leave you out exposed. It is a known issue down here, and everyone talks about how aggressive the south is, and it is. It's shocking, to be honest. Why this culture has developed, I have no idea, and it's killing people. I accept not everyone wants to do the speed limit, I get that, but 32 in a 60 is very frustrating. And what frustrates me as an ex-police officer is that the reason behind this excess of slow speed is normally lack of ability. And by lack of ability, what I mean is either medically unfit through age, or some other distraction going on in the car, and normally mobile phones. While this person in the Toyota is braking at 22 miles an hour, or just over 32, sorry, in the 60, this just goes to raise my point, and then people get frustrated, overtake when they shouldn't, and then have a fatal collision. We have another one here. So tell me what you guys think. Those of you that are based down the south, and those of you that are based in other places around the UK or anywhere else in the world, are your roads developing this culture? And what frustrates me is that you can see them looking in their mirrors, they're laughing, they're waving their arms around in the air thinking, why is everyone getting frustrated? I can go as fast or as slow as I want. And from my experience of riding all around the country, and I used to drive professionally for just short of 11 years, I'm not going to say it's a uniquely southern thing, but it's definitely far worse anywhere sort of south of London. Once you get past London, it seems to certainly change, and around the Midlands kind of way, it's largely not a problem. In Scotland, it's just fantastic. So give me some feedback, guys, on whether you think that this is a southern problem. I'm going to forward the argument that it is. To find as well, it's really big powerful cars people tend to do this in. And the front we've got an Audi, it looks like an A3, and you tend to find they're the top spec models with a big engine, you know, at least 2 litres. In this case it looks like possibly a V6 one. And they spend all this money, you know, £30,000-40,000 on these amazing cars that are capable of just so much, and they toddle around at 22 miles an hour, and it's so damaging for the car. If you're going to do that, just get a base 1.2 model. And this person is exactly being the sort of thing I'm talking about. I can see him in the mirrors laughing at people that are getting frustrated and flashing him. Why do you think people do this? Is it a power thing? And the irony is, they claim it's safer, and that's not the case at all, because what problems that causes is they spend so much time looking in their mirrors and laughing at people. They're not looking at what they're going, and they hear things. And again, as I was saying before, people overtake them where they shouldn't, and that's when very serious accidents happen. So if you are one of these people who has this attitude and you're watching this channel, can you just explain to me the logic behind it? Salisbury now, and Salisbury being famous for a number of things, and I think most recently it's the Novichok virus thing. I don't want to get too involved in the politics behind that, but we will just be entering Salisbury in the next few minutes. Used to be a motorbike shop just here. Looks like it's gone out of business, unfortunately. No. They are literally all out today, people.